This is the Preston Indians pregame show. Coming up, we'll take a look at tonight's game. We'll hear from the coach and look at the pregame stats, all leading up to tonight's action. You're listening to live coverage of the Preston Indians on 105.5 FM, AM 1340, and mylocalradio.com.
And a very pleasant good evening, everybody, as we come to you from Blackfoot High School. As tonight, the Preston Indians will take on the Blackfoot Broncos. Hi, everybody. Dan Hubbard with you here from Blackfoot. John Beverly back in the studio tonight. Glad to have you along with us. As the Preston Indians trying to bounce back from what was a very tough 5-set loss on Saturday evening at Westside. Preston has now won one of their last 3 matches, and the 2 that they've lost both in tough 5-set decisions. But they'll try to get back on the winning side here tonight as they take on this Blackfoot Broncos club. This was supposed to be a triangle match tournament again, but against Idaho Falls was scheduled to be here. They had to back out the end of last week because several of their girls were exposed to COVID-19, just like Marsh Valley's was. So it ends up just being a one-on-one setup again here tonight against the Broncos of Blackfoot. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back and we'll speak with the coach. Carrasco Haskell will be our guest right after this.
KACH, my local radio.
The year is 1945. America is at war with Japan. The average home costs $5,000. And a day's worth of hard labor will earn you $9. 1945 is the year West Motor Company said, hey, let's sell cars in Cache Valley and give people a better car buying experience. Today, 75 years later, West Motor is still giving you a better experience. Right now, enjoy 0% financing or save more than ever on a new truck or SUV. See westmotorcompany.com for pictures, details, and discounts on every vehicle.
westmotorcompany.com.
Sushi, a word that is as fun to say as the food is to eat. Try it. Say sushi. Now run down to Stokes Market and pick up some fresh-made sushi. Yes, I said Stokes Market. They now have the family fresh sushi specialists making outstanding sushi platters and party trays fresh every day. They even make up custom platters so you can get your favorite sushi dishes. Any kind of fish upon request, even vegetable sushi available with no meat. Enjoy the fresh-made platters already available or order the kind of sushi you want. Give them 2 hours and a special custom sushi platter will be waiting for you at Stokes Market in Preston. Go ahead, say it. I know you want to. Sushi, fresh for you right now.
After a week off, the Preston Indians football team is back on the field this week as they travel to Blackfoot to face the Mustangs. Preston is 2-1 after a big home win over Bonneville, and the highly ranked Blackfoot team suffered their first loss of the year this past weekend against Skyline. Join us Friday night. The pregame show gets underway at 6:30 on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH, along with our online coverage at mylocalradio.com. Tonight's pregame visit with the coach is brought to you by Rounds & Associates Insurance Services Incorporated, the local independent insurance agency offering you many different options for all of your insurance needs. Call for your competitive quote today at 208-852-20. At Rounds & Associates Insurance, we've been in business since 1948. And while many of the faces may have changed, there's one thing that still stays the same: our personalized customer service. Our customers will always come first, whatever your needs. At Rounds & Associates Insurance, we have many different insurance options and can find the right option for you and your needs. Call us today to find out more. 208-852-2500. 208-852-2500, or drop by the office, 85 South State Street.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Welcome back here to the pregame show. We'll spend a few minutes with head coach Carrasco Haskell as we get ready for this match against Blackfoot coming up here in just a few minutes. Let's go back to Saturday in the game against Westside. Frustrating loss, yes, but probably one of the best volleyball matches I've seen in years.
It was intense the whole time. I
I just particularly remember the first set, and we were down, I don't even remember, 17-20 by that point. And then we got up to maybe 19-24, and I just kept thinking, trust in them, trust in them, trust in them. I had one more timeout, and I just kept thinking, they can do this. Just be calm, and they'll reflect calm. And sure enough, they whittled themselves back in. They brought the confidence. They fought together as a team. And then she called a timeout, and I said, guess what you just did? You did something amazing. And I said, that was all you. And I just think that right there shows who these girls are. That was just a long night, hard battle. Many of those sets went long, far past 25. And there's a reason for it. They're a competitive team. We're a competitive team. It was a battle of, rivalries down the street. And everyone was giving everything. And at the end of the day, yeah, they won that. But it was a great match to watch, to be a part of, and for those girls to play in.
Nobody ever wants to lose, especially to your crosstown rival. But like you said, everybody gave everything they had from the start all the way to the final point of the match.
Oh, absolutely. I just, thinking about our team in general, everybody was there willing to do something. They had a hot moment where they made an error or something and they were struggling, and then they got back out of it and they were like, hey, give me that ball. I want to do something with it. They had this confidence in themselves to really step up and to bring something more to that match as individuals, and that was just something incredible to be a part of.
The play at the net was good. Yeah, outside hitting was probably the best we've seen this year. Everything was positive. It's unfortunately it's one of those things that a couple of the points just didn't fall your way. But even those points were long and 30 touches between the two teams. I think probably was the one point that I'm thinking of off the top of my head. Neither team wanted to give up.
Oh, absolutely not. Everyone was there to fight for that. No, it was great volleyball all the way around, and I commend West Side for being such a strong competitive team, and I think the world of them this season, and I hope that they can continue with that to really take themselves far in the season. And for us, I think it's awesome to play a team who has that desire to just push and push and push, because we wanted to push and push and push. And those are the games that you can be okay with at the end of the night, because you gave everything you had in it.
What'd you tell the girls after the match?
I asked them if they played with all their heart. They said yes. I asked them, did you play hard for yourself? Yes. Did you play hard for your team? Yes. Did you work together as a team? Yes. And I said, hold your heads high. You deserve that. You worked hard. That was a hard match, and you fought until the end. Be proud of that. Now we go back to work and get more things done.
You look for one person, an emotional leader out on the floor. It had to be Maddie the other night. She was just, her body was flying from one side of the court to the other, literally at some points. That she stepped up, and she was that senior leader that you needed in a very crucial time.
Oh, absolutely. She's the one that's always willing on defense to say, oh, that ball's way over in Timbuktu. I'm going to get a piece of that ball and see what I can do with it. And of course, she's throwing her body out here and there. And it's not because she's not a good reader. It's because there are crazy balls off the block or something like that. And she just is determined to go and give everything she has. And that was big for us.
All right, so you have what was supposed to be a triangle match tonight. Idaho Falls had to pull out, unfortunately, because they've had some girls that were exposed to COVID. So you get to play just the one match tonight instead of two, and you get to play against Blackfoot.
Yes, absolutely. So we haven't really seen a lot of them this season, but as far as the records and games that I've seen posted, they've been doing pretty well this season. They have a new head coach, and she has a great head on her shoulders, and she's really put together a solid program. So I'm excited to see how they really play and how we compete against them.
Last thing I have for you is you've had a win and two very tough losses in 5 sets over the last 3 matches you've played. A stepping stone, a building block to be able to go forward with?
to just kind of to see what we can achieve. They just had that taste, and then the hard-fought battle and just bringing that. I think to me the big thing is yes, it was a loss, but at the same time, you know, it was a hard-fought loss. It wasn't one of those where I'm wondering, where are you? What's driving you tonight? And so I think that their competitive nature is really coming out, and it's not going away. And so with that, I think this is going to just drive into this next match and really push us.
Best of luck tonight against Blackfoot.
Yes, thank you so much.
KACH.
The year is 1945. America is at war with Japan. The average home costs $5,000. And a day's worth of hard labor will earn you $9. 1945 is the year West Motor Company said, hey, let's sell cars in Cache Valley and give people a better car buying experience. Today, 75 years later, West Motor is still giving you a better experience. Right now, enjoy 0% financing or save more than ever on a new truck or SUV. See westmotorcompany.com for pictures, details, and discounts on every vehicle.
westmotorcompany.com.
Sushi. A word that is as fun to say as the food is to eat. Try it. Say sushi. Now run down to Stokes Market and pick up some fresh-made sushi. Yes, I said Stokes Market. They now have the family fresh sushi specialists making outstanding sushi platters and party trays fresh every day. They even make up custom platters so you can get your favorite sushi dishes. Any kind of fish upon request, even vegetable sushi available with no meat. Enjoy the fresh-made platters already available or order the kind of sushi you want. Give them 2 hours and a special custom sushi platter will be waiting for you at Stokes Market in Preston. Go ahead, say it. I know you want to. Sushi, fresh for you right now.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Tonight's match is brought to you in part by West Motors, celebrating their 75th year in the Cache Valley with Ford, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Dodge trucks. All available right here in the city of Preston. We invite you now to stay tuned. Exciting Preston Lady Indian volleyball is coming up next.
KACH, my local radio.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you're appreciated. It's even better when you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciate every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car and truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in today at 17 South State Street in Preston.
The KACH Cash Magnet Contest is here, and you can win money just by listening to your radio. Simply pick up one of the cash magnets available many places around town and be listening after 7 o'clock each weekday morning as I will call out a 4-digit number. If your magnet has that 4-digit number, you'll have 1 minute and 5 seconds to call the radio station, and you could win the cash jackpot of the day. If no one wins, the cash prize will go up $5 a day. Find a cash magnet, be listening weekday mornings, and get ready to win with FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH.
A proud member of the co-op. We save you money on advertising and enable you to reach more customers. We are KACH, Preston, Clarkston.
It's time for Preston Lady Indians volleyball. The New Look Indians hit the court, looking to continue on what was one of their best seasons a year ago and work to bring home a conference title. Tonight's game is brought to you by West Motors, celebrating their 75th year in the Cache Valley. Stokes Market, True Value, with the freshest meats and produce, and now preparing and selling sushi. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. Rounds & Associates Insurance Agency, an independent agency with many options for all of your insurance needs. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, for all the parts your car may need to keep running strong. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and the surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park region in Preston. Naylor Insurance, for home, health, life, and auto, the Mutual of Enumclaw. Preston Pharmacy, now with their own phone app to help make tracking your prescriptions easier. And by Cornerstone Realty. When you're ready to sell your home or purchase the home of your dreams, call Cornerstone Realty They want to be your agent. This broadcast is made possible through an agreement between Preston High School and Cook Brothers Broadcasting and is intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any rebroadcast of this game in whole or in part without expressed written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting is strictly prohibited.
Well, hi again, everybody. Dan Hubbard with you from Blackfoot High School here in Blackfoot, Idaho, as tonight the Preston Indians will take on the Blackfoot Broncos in this volleyball match here this evening, and we welcome everyone to the broadcast. First of all, we'll apologize, no video available tonight, as Blackfoot High School is a member of the NFHS system. So if you'd like to log on and to nfhs.com, you can watch the video there. It'll cost you about $10.95 to watch the video, but at least you'll have some way to be able to watch the match. Preston trying to bounce back from what was a very tough 5-set loss against Westside on Saturday evening. We apologize again for not being able to bring you that, as fortunately we took a little bit of a lightning strike off the tower, knocked us off the air for a while. We had no phones, we had no internet service for a while, so we really couldn't bring you the match because of Mother Nature, but we do apologize for not being able to bring you what was a very exciting 5-set match against the Pirates of Westside. So tonight for Preston, everyone back in the lineup this evening. Maddie Whitehead back in uniform, played outstanding volleyball the other night at Westside, flying all over the court just to try to keep her team in the match, and did a very good job of it. Also still back in the lineup again tonight as well will be Emily Longhurst. She seems like she is getting stronger and stronger now every day, back from having her appendix taken out a couple of weeks ago. And I don't know about you, but you have any kind of invasive procedure like that, and then come right back and start playing some sort of physical activity or physical sport where it requires you to run and jump and throw your body on the ground if necessary. Hats off to Emily for returning to action in such a small length of time as she's back on the floor here this evening. Coach Karaska Haskell has her girls playing well, and they just need a couple of breaks to fall their way, and hopefully that will happen tonight against this Broncos squad here in Blackfoot. Coming up next after tonight, the Lady Indians will be part of a 2-day tournament at Thunder Ridge High School in Idaho Falls, as they'll go home for a day or two, then go right back up, come back up here on the road. A couple of matches on Friday, a couple of matches on Saturday. We're hoping to bring you the Saturday matches. All just depends on timing-wise of how early in the morning they play, as we'll have Preston football for you back here at Blackfoot on Friday evening. But then I have to go back home, back to the Cache Valley, and then try to come back up here again on Saturday morning. So we'll hope to bring you those matches the best we can coming up on Saturday from Thunder Ridge. The officials are checking to make sure the starters are where they need to be out on the floor, and we're just a minute away from getting ready to play some great volleyball here tonight from Blackfoot. Tonight's match is brought to you by Franklin County Medical Center, providing you with the best care in all of the Cache Valley. Franklin County Medical Center, 44 North 1st West, here in the city of Preston. So ready to go, as Preston will serve to open the match as soon as here comes the ball in from the officials, and we're ready to go. And Hannah Stevenson will serve for Preston to open the match here this evening. First serve is pretty good, played in the back row by Addie Adams at the net, partially blocked by Celeste Burnett, but not able to get it to, and it goes back over to Blackfoot as they get the first point of the match. And the side out, and Blackfoot will serve. Comes over to Preston deep in the court, as Whitehead will just bump it over. Set, the back set, and that'll be a point for Preston. That's a double hit on the set by the libero. The libero tonight is a number that we don't have. Let's check the roster And number 23, again, is a number that we don't have. So don't know who the libero is for the Broncos. So 1-1 serve, and at the net, and just kind of capping the net and throwing it down was Elliot Worrell for the Broncos, and it's 2-1. They get the serve back on the side out. As dropping back to serve will be Lexi Parsons. As the serve comes deep to Stevenson. Set at the net, and a nice little play. They get it in along the line. As coming over to pick up the kill was Celeste Burnett with her first kill of the night, and we're tied at 2 here in set number 1. Maddie Whitehead to serve for Preston. Outside set at the net, blocked by Knapp. Comes back over, and Knapp almost looked like she more tried to catch it than play it. And it's 3-2 again as the teams change sideouts. And the serve will go back over to Blackfoot. Chloe Hobson with the return of serve, set in the middle. And another nice kill for Preston. This one's Haley Windward who drives it right down. And we're tied at 3. So again, the two teams just kind of exchange sideouts here as Andrea Shelley now serving for the Lady Indians. Nice, good deep serve from Shelley. Outside set, and that'll be too deep. Point for Preston as they have their first lead of the night here in the first set as they go up 4-3. And Shelley will serve again. Back set this time comes, and it's dug out there by Hobson in the back row. As they'll get it to Longhurst, she bumps it over. Outside set again, and that again is too long. So a couple of hitting miscues by Elliot Worrell, and it gives Preston a 2-point lead at 5-3. Shelley's next serve just does clear the top of the net. They come back to Worrell, blocked at the net and down as Windward picks up the block and gets Preston a 3-point lead. So Preston up 6-3 on a 5 straight points served here by Andrea Shelley. And an ace, make it 7 in a row. Preston now goes up 7-3. Shelley back to serve yet again. Next serve is rather short, and then a bad set, and then a couple of Bronco players crash into each other trying to get to the ball that was actually set out of bounds, and Preston with another point, and they now lead 8-3. Shelley's next serve for Preston. Right in the middle, and again, another questionable set, and again, they're not able to return it. So Preston up 9-3. Eight straight points for the Lady Indians, and Shelley's next serve, deep middle, comes right to the net, and that will be another point for Preston right in the middle. It was, nope, I take it back. That's a point for Shelley as Windward. I thought Windward got into the net, and she did, looking for the kill. So the side out finally breaks that string of points. And the serve back over to Blackfoot again as it comes to Maddie in middle back row, set to Windward, and that is going to be out of bounds. She tried to go cross court and hit it a little bit too wide. As it's 9-5, Preston still leads. As Malia Tarafuai with the serve. As that's going to be a little long, so a service error will give the point back to the Indians. It's 10-5 as Preston leads by 5, and now coming in to serve is Drew Despain. As the officials talking for a moment, as just conferring to make sure that all the rotations are right. Now the chair official is calling the down official back across the floor to come over and talk to her for a moment. So it gives us a chance to remind you tonight's match is brought to you by Rounds & Associates Insurance Agency, offering many options for all of your insurance coverage. They're at 85 South State Street in Preston. Come in and get your competitive quote today or call 852-2500. That's 852-2500. Now we're ready to go. Despain serve deep in the corner. Nice serve, and that's partially blocked at the net, but it's off the block and out of bounds. Point for Blackfoot. So 10-6 again on the block, and Addie Adams will now serve for the Broncos. As that looked long, hustling to go get it was Despain. Comes to Whitehead, who bumps it over to get it out of trouble. Back now the outside set, and that's going to be a point on a good set this time. What was questionable sets before, that set was well placed and well struck from the outside, and another point for Blackfoot, and it's 10-7. And the serve comes long this time. It's 11-7 on the side out, and the ball again will come back over to Preston. So here's Haley Windward to serve for the Indians. And that's going to be just a hair long, and a service error of her own. Gives the ball back to Blackfoot. That's the first service error of the match charged against the Indians. They have one error and one ace so far here in the first set. Outside, blocked at the net, kept alive by Preston. Nope, they're going to call that a lift. So a point here for Blackfoot makes it 11-9. Serve again, comes into Shelley. Set in the middle this time. Diving to get the ball and keep it alive was Blackfoot. Outside set, back to Hobson, blocked at the net. Kept alive by Hobson. Just a little flick over the net by the Indians. And here come the Broncos again. Blocked at the net this time by Stevenson. And they're not able to get it back over the net. It was Hadley Humphreys trying to get the ball over, but couldn't quite get it high enough and hit it into the net. And it's 12-9 as the serve will come back over to the Indians. As they go all the way through the rotation, and now Hannah Stevenson back into serve here for Preston. Good deep serve, almost misplayed. They'll have to bump it over, which they do. And it comes back to the Indians. Free ball for the Indians. Knapp with the points. Keisha Knapp got an easy kill. And it's 13-9. So Stevenson will drop back and serve here yet again. 13 serving 9 as Preston leads. As the outside set comes from the outside. That was by Pearson again. As Maddie Whitehead dug it out again, goes back over to the Broncos. Dug out again by Preston, back to Hobson, and that is going to be out of bounds. Hobson tried to go cross court and missed it just wide, and it's 10-9 on another side out as serve goes back over to the Broncos. Neither team's been able really to put together a long string of points other than what Preston did when they had about 8 points in a row early on. Blackfoot bumps it out of bounds, but now they get it back. Nice play by Despain to keep it alive for Preston as it comes to Hobson, as into the net was Blackfoot, and that'll be a point for Preston, and they go up 14-10. So here is Chloe Hobson back into serve. And that is an ace. Tucked it right in the corner. Second ace of the set for the Indians, 15-10. As Stevenson to serve again. As this is set outside, partially, it is blocked at the net, back over onto the Blackfoot side. Blocked again at the net by Knapp. She has a pair of blocks, and that'll be called a double hit. And the point's going to stay with Blackfoot. But Knapp picks up a pair of blocks on the exchange, and it's 15-11. Nice play by Hobson. Longhurst gets it over. Back over onto the Blackfoot side of the net. In the middle, blocked there partially, but it comes down on the Preston side and give the kill to Andy Adams. 15-12. As Hobson able to play it. This comes to Knapp. Good dig in the back row on the kill attempt by Knapp. Partially blocked at the net. Preston has it. Comes to Hobson, who bumps it over. Back set this time. Blocked at the net. Kept alive by Preston. As Knapp keeps it alive, Whitehead bumps it over. Nice dig to keep it alive. The dig by Pearson as they play it into the net. Does Blackfoot, and it's going to be 16-12. Preston found a nice little open spot, and then one of the Blackfoot players, I couldn't see a number, came flying across to dig that ball out and keep it alive. As at the net, it's Marley Pearson able to get it just over the top of the block and pick up the point to make it 16-13. As now they finally changed the scoreboard. Thought I was getting ahead of the scoreboard again. As that's going to be wide and out of bounds. So the side out on the service error. Ball comes back over to Preston again at 17-13. Second service error of the set charged against Blackfoot. And here is Andrew Shelley again to serve here for the Lady Indians. Nice dig to keep it alive, and the bad set again. As the set by Andy Adams, there's nobody standing behind her when she tries to set the back set. And it was one of her teammates who came over trying to just keep it alive and couldn't. Off the top of the net, and that'll be an ace. Third ace make it here of the set for the Indians. And it's 19-13. Shelley is the one who had the string of about 8 points earlier in this set. And they'd really love to see her do that again here right now. Nice short set outside this time as picking up the kill. Hitting it just barely over the top of the block was Elisa Smith. And the side out gives the ball again back over to Blackfoot at 19-14. Whitehead digs the serve out, and then right at the net, it's Stevenson just to flick it over the net and find the soft spot, and Preston goes up 20-14 here in the first. Neither side has called a timeout so far here in the first set, and Drew Despain will serve again. Serve deep in the middle, and a point for Preston. That'll be called a double hit on the set, makes it 21-14. As Preston goes up by 7. So a couple of hitting mistakes here late against Blackfoot. Preston with a 7-point lead, and Despain serves again. In the middle back, as this is going to be played by the libero and played too long. It's 22-14. Ball ends up right under our table. We are deep in the corner at the back of the baseline as Despain had to run over, almost reach under the table to pick up the ball. The kill attempt is off the net, and then Preston tried to keep it alive, and the dig went out of bounds where nobody could reach it, and it's 22-15, back to a 7-point lead again. Andy Adams serving. Back row, Shelley sets it outside as Hobson, partially blocked, kept alive here in the middle. And kept alive again by the Indians, and then a point on a double hit. Hadley Humphreys was the big girl that got it deep, and Shelley, I believe, was called for the double hit of above her head. Makes it 22-16 as Whitehead gets the return of serve. At the net, again touched a couple of times, kept alive again, come back over as Preston has control. Little short flick is dug out. And they go short, Despain has it. That'll be set outside for Hobson at the net, off the net cord, and back onto the Preston side, and it's a point for the Broncos, 22-17 now. as Preston's lead's been trimmed down to 5. Adams serving. Set in the middle. Windward. Her kill attempt is too long, and it's 22-18. And now a timeout on the floor called by Kalaska Haskell. We'll take a timeout here as well. We'll be right back. Preston leads here in the first. We'll be right back.
KACA.
Sushi. A word that is as fun to say as the food is to eat. Try it. Say sushi. Now run down to Stokes Market and pick up some fresh-made sushi. Yes, I said Stokes Market. They now have the family fresh sushi specialists making outstanding sushi platters and party trays fresh every day. They even make up custom platters so you can get your favorite sushi dishes. Any kind of fish upon request, even vegetable sushi available with no meat. Enjoy the fresh-made platters already available or order the kind of sushi you want. Give them 2 hours and a special custom sushi platter will be waiting for you at Stokes Market in Preston. Go ahead, say it. I know you want to. Sushi, fresh for you right now.
KACH. KACH.
Preston still leads by 4 here late in the first set against the Blackfoot Broncos as the set comes to windward. Partially blocked at the net, kept alive by Blackfoot. Again in the back and trying for the kill was big Hadley Humphreys, and she got into the net. That's a point for the Indians, and it's 23-18. Haley Windward back to serve here for Preston again. The set comes back, blocked at the net, but tooling the block and picking up the point. Give Elisa Smith the kill, and it's 23-19. On the side out, the serve will come back over again to the Broncos as Smith will serve. Comes deep, set outside as it comes to Hobson and the point. Hobson with the kill. They made the dig. It just was not in a position where anybody else could play it, and it's set point for the Indians. 24-19, Stevenson serving for the set. And it's an ace for the set. So Preston, with their 4th ace of the set, will win the set 25-19 and take the first set here this evening. So with earning a victory here in set number 1 on the road, certainly a big step in the right direction as they try to get back on the winning side after that tough loss Saturday over at West Side. Preston up 1-0. Second set coming up after the break.
KACA.
The year is 1945. America is at war with Japan. The average home costs $5,000. And a day's worth of hard labor will earn you $9. 1945 is the year West Motor Company said, hey, let's sell cars in Cache Valley and give people a better car buying experience. Today, 75 years later, West Motor is still giving you a better experience. Right now, enjoy 0% financing or save more than ever on a new truck or SUV. See westmotorcompany.com for pictures, details, and discounts on every vehicle.
westmotorcompany.com.
The KACH Cash Magnet Contest is here, and you can win money just by listening to your radio. Simply pick up one of the cash magnets available many places around town and be listening after 7 o'clock each weekday morning as I will call out a 4-digit number. If your magnet has that 4-digit number, you'll have 1 minute and 5 seconds to call the radio station, and you could win the cash jackpot of the day. If no one wins, the cash prize will go up $5 a day. Find a cash magnet, be listening weekday mornings, and get ready to win with FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH.
If you feel like your bank works against you, we invite you to move your accounts to Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. We work for you, not against you. Serving Southeast Idaho for over 65 years, we offer totally free checking with cash back rewards, 0 fees credit cards, low auto loan rates, and excellent customer service. Visit today, 311 South Highway 91, Preston. Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. Here, the advantage is yours. Equal housing lender, member NCUA.
The second quarter of tonight's game is sponsored by Webb Funeral Home, 1005 South 8th East.
Webb Funeral Home, established in Preston in 1925, has served the needs of Franklin County families and their neighbors for several generations. Now in their modern new full-service facilities just off Highway 91 south of Preston, Webb Funeral Home continues to offer caring and professional services to all residents of the area in their time of need. Funeral directors Douglas Webb, Ron Smaley, and Jordan Webb, along with aftercare specialist Jody Rasmussen, thank you for your trust in them and welcome your questions and concerns anytime. A message from your friends at Webb.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Well, we'll go to the second set after Preston wins the first here tonight. So they lead 1-0. And Blackfoot will serve here to start set number 2. Don't forget, we have Preston football from here at Blackfoot coming up Friday night. That'll be a big test for the Indians coming up Friday night. Pregame show starts at 6:30. Off the serve, Preston is dug out in the back row as the Broncos just play it deep. Comes back up front, Hobson, and goes too deep. Tried to get up high, get on top of the ball, but she drove it deep and too deep. And the Broncos on top, 1-0 here as we start set number 2. As this in the middle, just a little flick over into the front row, and it's good enough for the point as Blackfoot's not able to dig it out. So Stevenson just flicked it over into that little soft spot as now she'll drop back to serve here as Preston serves 1-1 here in the second set. Outside. Blocked at the net by Knapp, and it goes out of bounds. 2-1. That's the third block tonight for Keisha Knapp, but that one off the block and out of bounds, and it's 2-1 favor of Blackfoot. As now coming in to serve will be Lexi Parsons. Parsons, a left-hander. Gets that one deep in the back row as, again, Stevenson just plays it over. Set in the middle as Stevenson took that one off the chin and able to keep it alive. And then Hobson, and it fell just out of bounds. Hobson played it off the top, the wire of the net. And it fell just out of bounds. Point for Blackfoot, and it's 3-1. Boy, Stevenson took that right off the chin trying to make that play on that big kill attempt. Outside set comes to Knapp. That's dug out in the middle as Blackfoot keeps it alive and the block by the Indians, but it falls on their side of the net, and it's 4-1. So good block in the middle. I believe that was Burnett who made the block. As the serve comes to Whitehead. Outside, Hobson goes short, dug out as the Blackfoot keeps it alive, and then they go short and able to pick up the point. Just a little short return as coming across to make the play was another number we don't have. As this will be set outside for Hobson, dug out deep, kept alive again. And that is out of bounds. Point for the Indians. They try to come down the line, but it was too wide. And it's 5-2 as Preston will get the serve back. Despain leaves. Hannah Stevenson will come in and serve here for Preston. We found a number for our mystery player for Blackfoot. As they'll set. Coming over to make the play, keep it alive, this time back over onto the Indian side. In the middle, Burnett for the points. Burnett had to hit it around a couple of block attempts at the net, but she was able to and pick up the point. Hobson to serve again. This will be played at the net, blocked by Burnett at the net. Comes back over onto the Preston side, Whitehead. They'll set in the middle. They go short. Dug out, kept alive. Blocked by Knapp as it goes back over onto the Blackfoot side again. Set deep in the middle as Preston again able to keep it alive. Comes back to Longhurst. Played back over onto the Blackfoot side. As that again is blocked by Knapp for the point. Keisha Knapp has 5 blocks already here tonight. And it's 5-4. Preston trailing by a point as Stevenson will serve again. Blocked by Burnett at the net. Set comes to Longhurst. She gets it back over. That's dug out in the back row. As that is in, placed neatly just inside the back line. Elliott Worrell with the kill. And it's 6-4. So the player we didn't have a number for is Quincy Cornquist. As the serve comes to the Indians, as they'll get this over, Whitehead rather, just banks it over. As that will be deep and long and out of bounds, point for the Indians. 6-5 on the side out. So here is Celeste Burnett serving for Preston. As that's partially blocked at the net by the Indians, kept alive. This will be set for Longhurst. Not a good set, but she just bumps it over to get it out of trouble in the middle and too long. As a hitting error this time by Warhol, she hits it too deep. That ties the set at 6-6. The second set, remember, brought to you tonight by Webb Funeral Home in Preston. The outside set is into the net, point again for the Indians. 7-6 as Preston, after giving up the first couple of points, had to battle back, but at 7-6 have their first lead of the set. Serve deep corner, nice serve by Burnett, as that's going to be put down. Nice kill, as picking up the kill, Marley Pearson's, her second. And we're tied at 7 on the side out as the serve again will come back over to the Broncos of Blackfoot. Whoops. Miss hit and an ace. 8-7. As Worrell picks up her first ace tonight as she serve a strong high serve, and she serves back-to-back aces as that's mishandled. And it goes to 9-7. First two aces for either team here in the set, served back-to-back by Worrell. As the set comes to Knapp, she'll bang it over deep middle. Outside this time, blocked by Knapp, but it goes out of bounds. Blackfoot goes up by 3 at 10-7. Warhol to serve again. Comes to Hobson. Set to a Longhurst. That's dug out by Blackfoot. They keep it alive. And now comes to Knapp, just as Blackfoot just plays it over. Free point here for the Indians. And that's put away this time by Haley Windward as she picks up another kill and makes it 10-8. As again the serve comes back over to Preston as they trail by 2. And coming in, rotating in, Andrea Shelley as she will come in and serve, the sophomore, from behind the service line right in the middle of the backcourt. As the set dug out by Whitehead, as they'll set it back for Windward. That's blocked in the dugout, rather in the back row, and that is going to be a point. Is they going to call that in? Apparently, as Kalaska Haskell standing there holding her hands out, saying, "Are you sure that was a good call?" As our chair official believes the flagman, who now says it was touched, and I don't believe it was, but it's 11-8 as Stevenson just flicks it over and picks up the point. So side out at 11-8 makes it 11-9. As here is Drew Duspain now to serve for the Lady Indians. As that'll be set in the middle, but there's nobody there. Another questionable set. Blackfoot's done that quite a bit here so far here in the match. Did it several times in the first set, and they do it here. He gets Preston back to within a point at 11-10, and Duspain serving again. Outside set this time. They come down the line. That's dug out and kept alive again by the Indians. In fact, it falls over onto the Blackfoot side of the net, and nobody touched it. So we're tied at 11 as that great dig by Andrea Shelley ends up falling over the net and turns into a point. As that's another point, a double hit on the dig makes it 12-11. Preston has the lead again as Despain serves a couple of points in a row as it's now 12-11. At the net, they play it over. Despain gets that back up. It's going to come to Shelley, and she'll just two-hand it over. Comes back over to Preston, and ball was too close to the net as Humphreys just kind of watched it, thinking that Preston was going to jump up and play it. Nobody went after it, and Humphreys just watched it fall, and it's another point for Preston. So the Indians serve again at 13-11, outside set, partially blocked, dug out by the Indians. It comes back to Hobson for the kill. Everybody for Blackfoot had rotated around defensively, and there was nobody down the line. As the ball came across the court, Hobson had the left side of the court all wide open to her and picked up the kill. Serve again, is misplayed into an ace, and it's 15-11. And Despain will continue her serve as Quincy Cornquist will come back onto the floor for Blackfoot. The back set this time is too long. Point again for the Indians at 16-11. Set number 2 is brought to you by Webb Funeral Home in Preston. Their compassionate staff will help you in your time of need. Call 852-0533 for Webb Funeral Home. Despain serve again. They set it in the middle, and it turns into a point as this time Humphreys able to put that ball away. So 16-12, Preston still leads by 4. And the serve again comes back over to the Broncos. And the dig this time by Shelley floats over the net, but floats out of bounds. 16-13. Dug out. And again, Preston not able to play it after the dig. And it's 16-14. Good tough serves here by Elisa Smith. That one ticked over the top of the net, played by Maddie Whitehead. Outside to Hobson. Dug out, and that will fall over the net, but out of the bounds. And it's 17-14. Preston goes back up by 3 again. And now Whitehead will drop back behind the service line, and she'll serve here for, seems like the first time here in the second set. Set in the middle. Cornquist is dug out. Whitehead will set that for Hobson. Just has to bump it over as her and Maddie kind of ran into each other. In the middle, there's Whitehead to dig that out again. As it comes back to Hobson. Short she goes. Touched by 1-2 for Bronco members, and then blocked at the net and down on the Preston side. As coming back was Humphreys with the block, as it was Stevenson who went up high to try to put it away and couldn't get up high enough, and Humphreys was able to block it at the net. And that'll be an ace on the serve as Despain can't save it on, dig it onto the floor, and all of a sudden we're back to a 1-point set again at 17-16 here in the second, brought to you by Webb Funeral Home. And the serve, outside set, back to Hobson. Dug out. Can they keep it on the floor? Yes, they do. Dug out this time by Whitehead on the kill attempt. Comes back outside to Hobson again. And this one they will not dig out, as Smith not able to get that one up cleanly, and it's 18-16. So Hannah Stevenson will now serve again for Preston. As they'll set it outside. Knapp with the block, but they tool the block and out of bounds. So a point again here for the Blackfoot Broncos. Should make it 18-17. They still have 18-16 on the scoreboard. as that hits off the top of the net, falls out of bounds, and by my count, it should be 18-18. And now they get the scoreboard updated, so indeed we are tied here, even at 18, as Lexi Parsons serving for the Broncos. Outside set comes to Knapp, and that's off the block, but down on the Preston side. The block inside gives Blackfoot a lead again at 19-18. Parsons to serve again. The lefty serves deep to Whitehead. Set in the middle. As a mishit really by Burnett, but turns it into a kill, and we're tied at 19. She got a little under it. Didn't go very far, but fortunately it didn't need to as it found the soft spot in the middle of the court. And now here's Chloe Hobson again to serve. Couple of big dribbles with the ball as she normally does, and serves it too long. So 20-19 on the service error, turned into a side out. And again, the ball back over to Blackfoot as Whitehead just directs it over the net. Comes back deep again as Hobson will set in the middle as it goes to Shelley. Off a couple of pairs of hands. Nope, wasn't touched apparently. Looked like it went off a pair of hands, but the officials say no, and it's 21-19. Preston won the first set, 25-19. Serve comes to Hobson. She'll set it to Longhurst. That's dug out in the back row. They set in the middle, blocked. Knapp keeps it up once, and Preston able to get it back over. Knapp able to knock it back over after the play at the net. Comes back to Hobson. They set cross court back to Longhurst. That's blocked. Kept up again. As again it'll come back over to Knapp. She just directs it back over the net. Outside. Blocked. Off the hands and out of bounds. As the block by Burnett goes out of bounds. It's 22-19. Preston trails, and a timeout on the floor. Back with more action here in set number 2 after this. Stay with us.
KACA.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Tonight's match is also brought to you by Naylor Insurance. For home, health, life, and auto through Mutual of Enumclaw, call Naylor Insurance 852-0810, 852-0810, or drop by their office at 153 North State in Preston. So here's the serve with Blackfoot leading 22-19, and the little short set at the net for Burnett is she able to put it away, and Preston gets a point. They're back to within 2 at 22-20, and now Burnett will drop back and serve. Back set, blocked by the Indians. Comes back over onto the Preston side and able to hit the floor, and it's a side out, and it's 23-20. Good block at the net. As Windward was there, got the block. Stevenson was there as well. And the point eventually went to Blackfoot. Outside the set comes to Longhurst. That's dug out in the back. Cornquist will set that, and then a point for Preston on a lift play at the net, and it's 23-21. Preston back to within a couple of points late here in the set. Set number 2, of course, being brought to you by Webb Funeral Home here tonight. Here is Andrew Shelley serving for Preston. As the set comes in the middle, touched and down as Shelley got a hand on it, but it goes out of bounds, and it's going to be set point here for Blackfoot as it's 24-21. So a couple of players rotate in for Blackfoot, and Andy Adams to serve. Adams is played by Whitehead, and a block at the net, and that's going to be a point for Blackfoot as Preston was into the net, and Blackfoot's going to win the second set, 25-21. So we're tied at a set apiece, so we're going to have at least 2 more sets of volleyball here tonight. We'll take a timeout. We'll go to the third as we come back after the break.
KACA.
A higher level of precision and accuracy, that's what the new Naveo Robotic Assistance System at Franklin County Medical Center provides you. Whether you're in need of revision, partial or total knee replacement, the new robotic assisted surgery technology at Franklin County Medical Center allow knee surgery candidates the comfort of knowing that their knee surgery will be performed with confidence, improving the function, feel, and longevity of your new knee. Learn more about the new robotics machine at fcmc.org. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and
If it's time to sell your home, retail property, or land, make sure to hire the realtor that has your best interest in mind. This is Mike Hansen, broker at Cornerstone Real Estate. As a licensed real estate broker in Idaho and Utah, I have over 20 years of experience helping folks successfully sell property. I would like the opportunity to help you list and sell for the best price as quickly as possible. Call me today to schedule an appointment. Let's work together to make the sale of your property as simple and successful as possible. Mike Hansen, 801-510-1.
More and more people are moving to the Preston area to live and retire. Since 1978, Ralph Construction's been building custom homes in the Blue Sage Park community, the only 55-year-old plus community in the city of Preston. Come see the downsized, no-hassle lifestyle that Blue Sage Park offers. Ralph Construction will build to your custom specifications, or you can choose one of their existing floor plans. They're just starting phase 2, so there's plenty of great lots still available. Ralph Construction. Call for more information, 435-232-1837. Lawn care and snow removal included. Blue Sage Park by Ralph Construction, 435-232-1837. The KACH Cash Magnet Contest is here, and you can win money just by listening to your radio. Simply pick up one of the cash magnets available many places around town and be listening after 7 o'clock each weekday morning as I will call out a 4-digit number. If your magnet has that 4-digit number, you'll have 1 minute and 5 seconds to call the radio station, and you could win the cash jackpot of the day. If no one wins, the cash prize will go up $5 a day. Find a cash magnet, be listening weekday mornings, and get ready to win with FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH.
The third quarter is sponsored by Preston Auto Parts Car Quest, 17 South State.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you're appreciated. It's even better when you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts Car Quest appreciate every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car and truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts Car Quest. Stop in today at 17 South State Street in Preston.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Well, they come back early out of the break in between the two sets, and it's 2-1 Blackfoot as Preston has the serve. As this will be set deep. As it's going to come to Burbank, and that's going to go out of bounds. So Burbank couldn't keep that one in play, and it's 3-1. On the side out, it's again the serve will come back over to Blackfoot. A couple of players waiting to come in as one set of rotation comes in and out. And now Cornquist will rotate in, and it'll be Lexi Parsons to go back and serve now as Blackfoot leads 3-1 here in the third. As the set in the middle, Burnett is dug out deep. They play it outside, blocked by Knapp. Comes back over, played by Whitehead. Outside set, comes back to Knapp, off a set of hands and out of bounds. Keisha Knapp with her second kill here tonight. And it's 3-2, Preston trailing by a point. As Maddie Whitehead will serve for Preston. She goes short, but the block at the net, and that's going to be a point. Give the block to Windward. That's her third block tonight, and ties the set at 3-3 here in the third. Third set of tonight's match brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. As the Blackfoot Broncos moved too quickly before the serve was hit. So that's an error, and the point for Preston, and Whitehead will serve again. And the block at the net is put away by Whitehurst. 5-3, Preston goes up. Whitehead serving again. She goes cross court this time, dugout. And another block by Knapp for the kill. Knapp's got 6 blocks here tonight and a timeout on the floor. As Preston goes up 6-3, Blackfoot wants a timeout, and we will be right back.
KACH.
The year is 1945. America is at war with Japan. The average home costs $5,000. And a day's worth of hard labor will earn you $9. 1945 is the year West Motor Company said, hey, let's sell cars in Cache Valley and give people a better car buying experience. Today, 75 years later, West Motor is still giving you a better experience. Right now, enjoy 0% financing or save more than ever on a new truck or SUV. See westmotorcompany.com for pictures, details, and discounts on every vehicle.
WestMotorCompany.com. KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Back here to Blackfoot, coming to you live. Dan Hubbard here courtside, and John Beverly back in studio tonight. As Preston won the first set, and then the Broncos came back and won set number 2. Then Preston leads 6-3 here in the third set. And you're up to date as Preston has the ball, and they'll just direct it back over onto the Broncos side after the serve. Partially blocked and down, as that'll be a point for the Broncos to make it 6-4. So Preston still leads here in the third, brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. And here's the 6-4 serve, and boy, it comes right to the net, and Emily Worrell able to go up and just put it right back down. But Preston's lead now cut down to 1 as it's now 6-5. So again, the side out. Marley Pearson will serve here for the Broncos. As that comes to Whitehead. Back to Longhurst. She goes down the line. That's dugout. Again, set in the middle. Blocked by Longhurst. And Preston has the point. Longhurst able to go up and get high at the net, get those hands up in the air, and it's 7-5. Knapp leaves. Andrea Shelley back in, and Shelley will serve here for Preston. Get deep in the back row. Comes back to Hobson. She'll set that. It comes short, as is Windward. As the nice play to keep it up here by the Broncos. Comes back to the Indians again. As Longhurst is dug out deep. As they need to find the ball to the Indians, and it's Whitehead to direct it back over the net. In the middle. Dug out, but they're not going to get to it. It'll be a point again here for the Broncos to make it 7-6. Good kill in the middle, as it was Worrell again losing that height advantage in the middle and driving the ball down and picking up the point. First serve comes to Whitehurst, deep middle, as that is out of bounds, played by Longhurst. And we're tied at 7. Can't get much more even when we are tied here in the third, 1 set apiece. As it's Windward to direct it over here for the Indians. Comes back over onto the Preston side, hustling to get to the ball. They do. It comes to Whitehead, who just, again, will just set it back over. Free ball for the Broncos. Blocked at the net. Misplayed at the net, and the point for the Indians. So going up to make the block was Hobson. On back over onto the Blackfoot side, and they couldn't play it cleanly, and it going out of bounds. Preston goes back up by a point. And Drew Despain will now serve. As it comes short, Whitehead has that set in the middle. As it comes back to Windward for another kill. Windward able to drive that right down the middle and pick up the point, and it's now 9-7. Preston leading by 2 here in the third set. Despain's serve is an ace. She went right in the middle, able to find a spot where nobody was at, and it's 10-7. Preston increases the lead to 3 points now. Despain's next serve is going to be, they're going to call that a lift? Yes, they do. So that will be 11-7. Preston increases the lead now to 4 points. As Despain's serve again is set outside. That's dug out by Whitehead, kept alive by the Indians. Comes back to Hobson. She plays it over, dug out again. And another block by Preston. And a point for the Indians. They're going to be called too many hits as the block went back over onto the Blackfoot side, and Preston now finds himself up 12-5 as Despain will continue to serve. Set in the middle, Humphrey off the net, kept alive by the Indians, back to Humphrey, blocked at the net, back over onto the Blackfoot side. Preston able to keep it alive, outside set to Hobson, she goes down the line but out of bounds. 12-8 on the point for Blackfoot. Hobson, good idea, but hit it just a little bit too long. Need to get more on top and drive it down that she wasn't able to, and Addie Adams now serving for the Broncos. As this set, again, will come across to Hobson, and she'll go too long again. Back-to-back hitting errors by Chloe Hobson. That's a bit of a shock. And it's 12-9. That's off the top of the net and will be an ace. (12-10). Adams continues to serve. 3 straight points for her. Serve comes to Maddie. Dug out. Blocked at the net. Kept alive by Preston. As again, the play at the net. This one by Hobson is hit into the net, and it's 12-11. And Carrasco Haskell wants a timeout here for Preston. Timeout on the floor. We'll take a break. We're back right after this.
KACA.
Rounds & Associates Insurance Service is an independent insurance agency with Allstate, Travelers, Auto Owners, Safeco, Progressive, and Nationwide, just to name a few. Stop by the office for your competitive quote today. Rounds & Associates Insurance Service. Call 208-852-2500. Rounds & Associates Insurance, supporting both the Westside Pirates and the Preston Indians on to victory. You've got this. Don't weaken. Rounds & Associates Insurance Service. Call today, 208-852-2500.
KACH.
Officials all meeting at the chair as that meeting now breaks up and everybody heads back to their proper position. Preston leading 12-11 as the serve here for Adams continues for Blackfoot as she actually serves for the tie. Back set comes to Windward. That's touched by a couple of different people, then finally dug out by the Broncos to keep it alive. Hobson this time. That's touched at the net. And again, that's going to be played back onto the floor. Played over, comes to Whitehead as coming across and trying to make the little backhand flick behind the head. Stevenson not able to get that over the net, and we're tied at 12. Good idea, just a dangerous play by Stevenson as it's now 12-12. Stevenson's outside set comes to Hobson, partially blocked at the net, played there by the Broncos, but hit too deep and out of bounds. Point again for Preston. They retake the lead once again at 13-12. So here's Haley Windward to serve. Misplayed on the return. Can they get it back over? Yeah, but they hit it out of bounds. 14-12 as Preston goes back up by 2. So a misplay on the return of serve by the Broncos turns it into a point. As Windward's serve goes into the net. Service error will make it 14-13. As Elise Smith serving here for the Broncos. Serve comes cross court. Burnett at the net, plays it over. Kept alive here by the Broncos. Again, right, and that's Hobson dug out, but not able to play it. Not Hobson, but rather Whitehead dug it out and went into the net. And then Hobson tried to play it and couldn't cleanly. We're tied at 14. Smith serving again. That one's out of bounds. So service error may give Preston a 1-point lead again at 15-14. Keisha Knapp comes back in for the Indians. And now Hannah Stevenson serving. Deep serve, deep middle. Back set this time comes back to Humphreys. Touched at the net by the Indians. Dug out by Whitehead. They keep it alive, and they get it back over. Almost misplayed again by Blackfoot. And now they do. They hit it into the net, and Preston has a 2-point lead again at 16-14. So Stevenson will serve again here for Preston. As back set, Humphreys. Dug out, can they get to it? Hobson digs it out on the floor, and Whitehead steers it back over. Comes back to Humphreys, blocked at the net, but it's a point for Blackfoot as it comes down on the Preston side. Good block for Humphreys, her second of the match. And the service error gives another point back to Preston to make it 17-15. Back to a 2-point advantage again. As it'll be Kaylee Burbank to come back and serve. And her serve is, wow, nice diving dig to keep it alive, kept alive by the Indians. Longhurst couldn't get it over the net. That's going to be too many hits against Preston as it didn't quite clear the net. It makes it 17-16. As Hobson, I believe they said, came back in as Knapp leaves. And now Lexi Parsons will serve. Set outside, Longhurst off the top of the block, and that was down. The touch at the net took just enough out of it to where the back row was just a hair too deep and they couldn't get to it. Comes back, Hobson plays in the back row. Set as it comes to Knapp. She played it into the net, and by the time Preston able to touch it again, it'd be too many hits. So the point for the Broncos. Serve. Longhurst played it, as that's going to come down to Knapp, who bounces it over but hits it too deep. And we're tied at 18. So 18-18 here in the third. Each team has won a set so far tonight. As they'll set it as it comes to Windward. And that is touched at the net and point for the Indians. 19-18, Preston has the point. As Andrew Shelley will now serve again as Knapp will go back and have a seat. Shelley's serve. Nice and deep. Missed bad play on the return, as actually will play it into an ace for Shelley. And it's 20-18 as Preston goes back up by 2 again. Shelley serving with the Preston lead. Back set. blocked at the net. Dug out again here by the Broncos. They'll set it wide, blocked again by Preston at the net. And a miss hit this time as Worrell, who had one of those shots blocked at the net, and this one went into the net. 21-18, Preston leads by 3. Shelley's serve is short. Played by the Broncos as that's off the hands of Whitehead and out of bounds. 21-19, side out. Point for the Broncos. As a 2-point lead for Preston. And Smith serving here. As at the net, played by the Broncos. Again played by the Broncos and get kept alive. As a whistle and a double hit is called against the Indians. So a point for Blackfoot. Makes it 21-20. Smith serve again to serve for the tie. And that'll be played in the back row by the Indians. They'll bump it back over onto the Blackfoot side. They'll set for Humphreys. That is out of bounds, point for the Indians. They wanted to check and make sure to see if it was touched. The ball hit off the top of the net. Nobody touched it and it went out of bounds. So 22-20, Preston leads. Despain back on to serve. Nice deep serve, almost mishandled. That's partially blocked, and Despain can't able to get back to it. And it's going to be 22-21. As the ball was partially blocked at the net, made it difficult for Despain to get to. And it's a point for Blackfoot. As stepping in to serve this time for the Broncos will be Addie Adams again. As again, Blackfoot trails by 1 point. As the set comes to Hobson, and that will be too long as the returner just ducked out of the way and let it go at the last possible second, and we're tied at 22. Set 3 sponsored by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, and it's a dandy as the service error will give Preston a 1-point lead again at 23-22. And now here's Haley Windward to serve. Windward, nice deep serve, back set. Blocked at the net and down. Burnett got they can say it came down on the Preston side. So it's going to be 23-23. Burnett with the block, but it came down on the Preston side of the net as Maddie Whitehead comes back in. Tied at 23. The serve comes all the way back over onto the Blackfoot side. That's blocked at the net by the Indians. As again, Windward got another block, and they go short for the point. 24-22. Preston wants a timeout. It's going to be set point when we come back right after this.
KACH.
Regardless of which insurance company you use, when you add a teen driver to your vehicle policy, your rates increase. This is Cheryl Kimball with Naylor Insurance in Preston. If you've got teen drivers, you need to know about the rate-saving plan offered through Mutual of Enumclaw Insurance. Teen Smart is an 8-hour program that, once completed, will lower your rates and make your teen a better driver. Savings and increased safety. It's a win-win. Call us today, 208-852-08.
KACH.
Tonight's match brought to you in part by Stokes Market True Value. From produce to hand tools, fresh meat to smokers, plus fresh bakery, deli items, and now fresh-made sushi daily. Stokes Market True Value, 217 South State Street in Preston. Set point here in the third, 24-23, Blackfoot leads. As it comes in the middle, Burnett is dug out. Back over onto the Blackfoot side, and it is in. They called it. Point for point for Blackfoot, and they're going to win set number 3, 25-23. They go up 2-1. So we'll go to the fourth set, and the Indians will have their back against the wall. Fourth set coming up as we come back from the break. We'll be right back.
KACH.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
Behind every project is a True Value. At Stokes Market and True Value in Preston, whether you need hardware, dog food, tools, batteries, plumbing supplies, paint, or cleaning products, you'll find them all. Plus a whole lot more at Stokes Market and True Value. With a large inventory, you'll find all the big name brands you trust and low prices every time you visit. So whether you're just starting or you're in the middle of a project, stop in today and visit our friendly, knowledgeable staff. Stokes Market and True Value, 217 South State. A higher level of precision and accuracy, that's what the new Naveo Robotic Assistance System at Franklin County Medical Center provides you. Whether you're in need of revision, partial or total knee replacement, the new robotic assisted surgery technology at Franklin County Medical Center allow knee surgery candidates the comfort of knowing that their knee surgery will be performed with confidence, improving the function, feel, and longevity of your new knee. Learn more about the new robotics machine at fcmc.org. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and
qualifications and rules apply. See institution for details.
So I'm a typical banking customer.
And I'm a nearby ATM.
And I'm taking $20 out of my account.
And I'll process that $20 and take back $4.
Why do machines designed to give us money end up taking it right back? Introducing Kasasa, the free account that pays refunds on ATM fees and a lot more. To find a free Kasasa checking account near you, search Kasasa.
Ask for free Kasasa checking at Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. Federally insured by the NC.
KACH.
Well, Preston won the first set tonight, 25-19, and then Blackfoot has come back to win the next two, 25-21 and 25-23. So as we go to set four, Preston now with their back against the wall have to win the fourth set to extend the match to a fifth. The sets have been close, they've been competitive, but Preston's trailing 2-1 as trying to get all the right people back out on the floor here for Preston. And we'll get ready to go to the fourth set. Tonight's match brought to you in part by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Whatever you need for your car, if it's making a ping, a ding, or a tick, Preston Auto Parts is your only stop. Stop in where they'll treat you like a friend. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, 17 South State Street in Preston. So here we go, fourth set. As Blackfoot will serve to open the set, and Preston sets in the middle for Burnett. As played in the back row, that'll be a lift called against the Broncos, and Preston has a point to open the set. And it's the first time tonight they have won the first point of a set. So Stevenson serving, as she normally does, to open the rotation. Outside set, dug out by Whitehead, but it goes out of bounds, and we're tied at 1. So the side out, and the serve comes back over again to Blackfoot. As this will be Lexi Parsons to serve. The left-hander serves to Despain. She digs it out, and it comes to Hobson. Off the block and out of bounds, 2-1 Preston. 2 of the last 3 matches that the Indians have played have gone 5 sets. A loss at home against Hillcrest. A loss last Saturday at Westside. Very tough competitive matches, both of them. As this will be a set blocked at the net and point for the Indians on be 4 hits. Preston goes up 3-1. In between those 2 5-set losses for the Indians was the 4-set win at home against Pocatello last Thursday. Here's the Burbank serve. Is played at the net, and that doesn't get over the net. They tried to go short and cut the corner and cut it too short and never made it over the net. So a hitting error, and that gives Preston the point, makes it 4-1 as Burbank serves again. Tough return of serve from the back row is way long, and Preston up 5-1. It was Lexi Parsons from way deep in the back row, hit it well deep of the baseline for the Indians. As they play it over, Whitehead dives to make the play, comes back to Longhurst. Dug out in the back row again by the Broncos. Up front, they get it over. Stevenson set outside, comes to Knapp. Keisha having a good night tonight. Jets dug out, and that will be too long again. As Smith hits that one wide and long, and Preston up 6-1 on 6 consecutive points. And Burbank serving again. That'll be a service error, make it 6-2, and on the side out, it'll go back over to the Broncos. As Hobson comes back in, Burbank back to the bench after serving 5 straight points for Preston, and that'll be an ace. Make it 6-3 as the ace served up by Marley Parsons. And she'll serve again. This comes to Whitehead. And the set in the middle comes to Burnett. Partially blocked, kept alive by Blackfoot. And that one doesn't make it over the net. The block was there. The kill attempt by Smith was hit into the net, never made it over. So it's 7-3. Preston again leading by 4 on the side out, has the serve back as it's Burnett to serve. As comes very wide and very long and out of bounds. 8-3. Preston now leading by 5. That had danger written all over it after a questionable return of serve, and the set in the corner was hit very long and wide by Blackfoot, as Windward has a block at the net and another point for Preston. It makes it 9-3, and Blackfoot sees the start of this set starting to slip away, and they need a timeout. So a timeout on the floor. We'll sneak one in here as well. We'll be right back.
KACA.
Sushi. A word that is as fun to say as the food is to eat. Try it. Say sushi. Now run down to Stokes Market and pick up some fresh-made sushi. Yes, I said Stokes Market. They now have the family fresh sushi specialists making outstanding sushi platters and party trays fresh every day. They even make up custom platters so you can get your favorite sushi dishes. Any kind of fish upon request, even vegetable sushi available with no meat. Enjoy the fresh-made platters already available or order the kind of sushi you want. Give them 2 hours and a special custom sushi platter will be waiting for you at Stokes Market in Preston. Go ahead, say it. I know you want to. Sushi, fresh for you right now.
KACH. KACH.
Back out on the floor, Preston leading 9-3 as it is Burnett to serve, and that serve's going to go too long. That'll be a service ace and make it 9-4. And on the side out, the ball come back over to Blackfoot again. So here's Worrell to serve. That just does get over the net. Dug out neatly. It comes back to Windward. That's blocked and out of bounds. Windward tools the block and gets the point. 10-4, fourth kill of the night for Windward. And now here's Andrew Shelley in again, and she will drop back and serve. Shelley, deep middle, returned outside set. And that's off the hands of Hobson. And that'll be a point again for Blackfoot, 10-5. So here's the next serve here as Hobson digs it out, pops it way up in the air, comes back to Whitehead. She'll just steer it back over onto the other side of the court, and it's mishandled. As coming up to try to make the play was Parsons, and she mishandled it on the return by Whitehead. And it becomes 11-5. Preston up by 6, and Despain back in. And now she will serve. Preston's serve is a good one as it comes back to Humphreys, and that is wide and out of bounds. And the Indians go up 12-5 here in the fourth set, and Drew Despain serving again. Back set, Wild, off of the hands of Whitehead, kept alive by the Lady Indians, and they are able to get it back over. So a free ball here comes to Humphreys, partially blocked, and Maddie Whitehead tries to dive to make the play, and you can't quite get there in time. Big Humphreys with another kill right in the middle. Although it was partially blocked, she still gets credit for it. And the serve taken here by the Indians outside windward, and that is going to be off the block and out of bounds again. Point for the Indians, makes it 13-6. So here's Whitehead to serve. 13-6. Maddie goes deep right down the sideline. Comes back to Humphreys. She's able to get it back over. Set by the Indians. Burnett down the sideline and tucks it in the corner. 14-6 as Burnett records her 4th kill of the match. Remember, Indians trailing 2-1, need to win this to force the 5th. Whitehead serve. Taken by Humphreys. She gets it over. Set again here by the Indians as they go down the line, and a miss hit on the return. And Preston finds himself up by 9 as it's now 15-6. And, boy, that's almost mishandled on the serve. Humphreys across court. Nice play by Shelley to keep it alive, but the Indians can't play it after that, as that'll be a point for Blackfoot. It was a great play to keep it alive, but the ball was headed out of bounds, and Preston couldn't quite get a hand on it. It's 15-7 here as it comes back over and up high. It is Stevenson able to go up and put that away. So quickly, Preston gets the serve back, and it's 16-7 as Stevenson again will drop back to serve. And that is going to be too deep. Service error for Stevenson. 16-8, still an 8-point lead for Preston, as Lexi Parsons will serve here for Blackfoot. They trail by 8 here in the 4th. Whitehead digs it outside, as that is Hobson tools the block. She picks up her 5th kill of the match, and it's 17-8. Preston goes back up by 9 again, as again it'll be Kaylee Burbank back into the match, as she will come back in and serve, as Windward will head to the bench and get a little bit of a rest. Outside set, blocked at the net, as Burnett able to get that one, and that one's almost blocked, but she's able to tuck it inside the back line. $17-9 as the serve will come back over to Blackfoot again. And Marley Pearson serving, and it's an ace. Mishandled by Burbank, 17-10. Parsons' next serve. Dug out by Whitehead. Sliding across, but not able to keep the ball up was Stevenson. Nice effort, but not able to convert. And it's 17-11. Parsons' next serve. It's played by Burbank. Outside set comes to Knapp. She goes cross court. That's kept alive. Outside set this time by the Broncos. Blocked by the Indians. They keep this alive. Comes back to Knapp again. Partially blocked at the net. Kept alive and down. Point for Blackfoot. Nice play by Blackfoot to keep it alive as Knapp almost had that soft spot picked on her little dink shot. But Blackfoot was able to get the ball and make the point, and then the service error as Parson hits it into the net. 18-12 as Burnett will serve here for Preston. Deep into the back corner, outside set. They come cross court off the block, blocked by Knapp, played by Stevenson, but Preston can't get to it. It lands out of bounds, and it's 18-13. Worrell serving again here for the Broncos. Comes to Burbank in the back. They set it there, and off the block, out of bounds, point for Preston. As able to tool the block, Stevenson hit it off the hands of Humphreys and out of bounds. It's now 19-13. And again, Andrea Shelley in to serve. As they'll set this, it comes back to Humphreys again. And again, able to tool the block and pick up the points. 19-14. Preston remains up by 5. Need to win this set to force a fifth. They trail 2-1 after winning the first. Addie Adams to serve. Whitehead set outside. That's windward. That's partially blocked at the net. Kept alive again by the Broncos, but they played into the net. 20-14. Preston on top as Longhurst will leave. And coming back into the match here to serve is Drew Despain as she'll drop back behind the service line. Preston up by 6. Tough play. Comes back over to Stevenson, who just bangs it back over onto the other side. Couple of plays at the net. Comes back over to Preston again. Back to Windward. She goes down the line. That's picked out of midair by Adams. Can they keep it alive? It's got to get over the net, and they do. Set here is a flick over by Stevenson, kept alive. Back outside, they go down the line and in. Point for Blackfoot. So nice play going down the line. Pearson with the kill. 5-point lead now for Preston. And almost misplayed. And Windward able to play it back over. A diving attempt, but it went out of bounds. And all of a sudden, it's 20-16. Serve again, dug out by the Indians. Play it cross court, and they're going to call a double hit on the set. And the lead has shrunk now down to 3. It's 20-17. It's Kalaska Haskell up out of her seat, trying to motivate her team here. They'll set it. Windward. Nice point as Windward got it into that soft spot. Lysa Smith tried to came up and play it, couldn't. Preston with the point. It's 21-18 and side out. So Maddie Whitehead serving again here for Preston. The serve, Humphreys able to put that right away. (21-19). Check that, 21-18 is what they have, as that will be a lift and point for the Indians. 22-18. Preston goes back up by 4 and Stevenson serves. Good serve by Stevenson. Outside set again, partially blocked, but tooling the block again and getting the kill. This time it was Worrell, and it's now 22-19. Serve back over again to Blackfoot again, as set number 4 is going right down to the end once again, just like all the rest of them have tonight. Outside set, Hobson. Off the block and out of bounds, point for the Indians. 23-19. Tonight's match brought to you in part by Ralph's Construction. building homes in the Blue Sage Park area in Preston. For information on how you can have a new home built to your needs and desires, call 435-232-1837 for Ralph's Construction. Back set for Blackfoot, dug out by Whitehead. Back set this time comes to Knapp, off the block and out of bounds. Knapp gets the kill, her third of the match, and it's set point for Preston as they try to force a fifth set. Kaylee Burbank to serve at 24-19. Here's the set. They go short, dug out by Whitehead. Preston, with the return of their own, goes off the antenna and out of bounds, and Preston does indeed force a fifth set as they win set number 4 tonight by a score of 25-19. So we're tied at 4. We'll go to a fifth, and we'll be right back with fifth set action right after this.
KACA.
The year is 1945. America is at war with Japan. The average home costs $5,000. And a day's worth of hard labor will earn you $9. 1945 is the year West Motor Company said, hey, let's sell cars in Cache Valley and give people a better car buying experience. Today, 75 years later, West Motor is still giving you a better experience. Right now, enjoy 0% financing or save more than ever on a new truck or SUV. See westmotorcompany.com for pictures, details, and discounts on every vehicle.
WestMotorCompany.com.
The KACH Cash Magnet Contest is here, and you can win money just by listening to your radio. Simply pick up one of the cash magnets available many places around town and be listening after 7 o'clock each weekday morning as I will call out a 4-digit number. If your magnet has that 4-digit number, you'll have 1 minute and 5 seconds to call the radio station, and you could win the cash jackpot of the day. If no one wins, the cash prize will go up $5 a day. Find a cash magnet, be listening weekday mornings, and get ready to win with FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH.
If you feel like your bank works against you, we invite you to move your accounts to Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. We work for you, not against you. Serving Southeast Idaho for over 65 years, we offer totally free checking with cash back rewards, 0 fees credit cards, low auto loan rates, and excellent customer service. Visit today. 311 South Highway 91, Preston. Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. Here, the advantage is yours. Equal housing lender, member NCUA.
The second quarter of tonight's game is sponsored by Webb Funeral Home, 1005 South 8th East.
Webb Funeral Home, established in Preston in 1925, has served the needs of Franklin County families and their neighbors for several generations. Now in their modern new full-service facilities just off Highway 91 south of Preston, Webb Funeral Home continues to offer caring and professional services to all residents of the area in their time of need. Funeral directors Douglas Webb, Ron Smaley, and Jordan Webb, along with aftercare specialist Jody Rasmussen, thank you for your trust in them and welcome your questions and concerns anytime. A message from your friends at Webb.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Well, the first serve of the fifth set is a point for Preston as it's hit off the block and out of bounds. So here's Hannah Stevenson to serve. Preston leads 1-0. Blocked. Down, point for the Indians. 2-0 here in the fifth. Remember, fifth set. First one to 15, wins by 2. Stevenson to serve again. As outside in the back row, and Whitehead diving, can't get it. Was off the hands of Stevenson. Maddie Whitehead came as fast as she could, but couldn't quite get to it. As it's 2-1, side out, and a serve back over again to Blackfoot, and Lexi Parsons to serve. Whitehead set in the middle to Burnett. She plays it over, dug out deep by Blackfoot. They've set it outside. Whitehead has that. They'll set it again. This one comes to Knapp. That's blocked. And can they keep it alive? Nope. As they used up their hits trying to keep the ball up, but nobody could get enough on it to get it back over the net. So we're tied at 2 here in the fifth. As Preston will get it over. Despain bumps it over to get it out of danger. As the set off to Spain and a point again for Blackfoot. They lead 3-2. The kill from the front row coming from Marley Parsons, her 4th of the match. Lexi Parson to serve. And going up into the stands. Look out. Stevenson ends up 2 rows deep in the stands and got it back on the floor, but it wasn't playable, and it's 4-2. Preston needs a side out. As they'll set it across, it comes to Knapp. Blocked, and a point again for Blackfoot. Or is it? Yes, it is. 5-2 on the block at the net. Next serve again. They'll set this one to Hobson. That's going to be a bad return on the dig. Goes out of bounds. There's the side out that Preston needs. Makes it 5-3. As it'll be Kylie Burbank to come back in and serve again here for the Indians. As short serve, and that's a lift. Actually, they're going to call it a double hit on the set. And Preston finds themselves down by a point at 5-4. So Burbank can serve here for a tie in the 5th. Again, she goes short, and it comes back over onto the Indian side. Free ball as it's partially blocked, and tooling the block and picking up the kill was Burnett, and we're tied at 5. Fifth kill tonight for Burnett, as again they go short, and again Blackfoot has trouble with it. As they get it over, Whitehead able to get it back up. Set outside. Longhurst goes short. That's kept alive outside set this time for Blackfoot. Off the hands of Knapp and for the points. Point for Blackfoot. Knapp got the block, but had just enough to get over her hands and fall into that open area, and it's 6-5 Blackfoot. And it's an ace to make it 7-5. So 7-5, Blackfoot leading. And the serve here comes to Whitehead. Actually comes all the way over the net. And then from the front row, a very easy kill for Marley Parsons, and it's 8-5. The dig by Whitehead came floating over the net, and Parsons put it away. 8-5. Hobson, set in the middle, comes to Burnett. Touched and out of bounds. Point for Preston. They are not going to go easily. 8-6, and now Maddie Whitehead will serve. Maddie goes down the sideline. That's played, and they get under that one. That's going to be a miss hit and out of bounds, and all of a sudden Preston back to within a point again at 8-7. As the miss hit by Smith didn't get on top of the ball, hit it down the line, but was under it and just floated long. As that's partially blocked at the net, but down, as that'll be a point for Blackfoot. Makes it 9-7. Windward there for the block, but the ball snuck between her hands, and a 2-point lead again for Blackfoot. Off the top of the net and falls in. It's another ace. 10-7. Nothing Preston could do with that one, as they had retreated for their defensive spots. And the ball trickled off the top of the net. There's another ace as it's played all the way back here off the back wall. And it's 11-7, back-to-back aces and 3 here in the set. Four points away for our Blackfoot from a 5-set victory here tonight. Preston. Whitehead gets it over, and Maddie hits it too deep. 12-7, timeout called by Preston. They trail by 5 here in the 5th. Take a timeout. We'll be right back.
KACH.
At Franklin County Medical Center, their goal is to get you back in the game, back to work, and back to your normal way of life. Franklin County Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation Center has a team of therapists who specialize in providing you an individualized treatment plan, helping you reach your goals, working with doctors from all over the region to make your recovery convenient and close to home. Call today so you can stop suffering and start healing. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Well, 5-set matches all of a sudden have become the standard operating procedure for the Preston Lady Indians, but they've been tough, and they're tough to win. Knapp has this one outside. It's kept alive, outside set, into the net. I'll go the Broncos. And Preston has a point. It's 12-8, but they still trail by 4 here in the 5th. So down by 4. Andy Shelley back in to serve. As the serve, deep middle, outside set here for the Broncos, kept alive by the Indians. They come back to get it, and a double hit against the Lady Indians. 13-8. Broncos 2 points a win from a 5-set victory. Andy Adams to serve. 13-8. Blackfoot leads. Windward is dug out in the back row. Humphreys at the net. Gets as 1 point to there, as that is going to go point for Blackfoot. It's touched at the net. Match point, 14-8. As Coach Haskell again wants a timeout. Timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
KACH.
Rounds & Associates Insurance Service is an independent insurance agency with Allstate, Travelers, Auto Owners, Safeco, Progressive, and Nationwide, just to name a few. Stop by the office for your competitive quote today. Rounds & Associates Insurance Service. Call 208-852-2500. Rounds & Associates Insurance, supporting both the Westside Pirates and the Preston Indians on to victory. You've got this. Don't weaken. Rounds & Associates Insurance Service. Call today, 208-852-2500.
KACH. KACH.
It will be the to serve as Blackfoot on the serve hit it too long, service error, and it's Preston just with a little bit more life. 14-9 it makes it, but they're still trailing and still on set point. Here's Drew Despain back into serve here again for Preston. And that will be a back set at the net. Point for Preston, a double hit on the set. Well, don't go away. We're not done yet. It's 14-10. Despain's next serve. As, again, they'll set it wide. Whitehead with the dig in the back. Windward gets the kill, and Preston again trickles a little bit closer at 14-11. Despain's next serve is short, mishandled. Can they get it back over? The Blackfoot team does, as Preston will just flick it back. Comes back to Windward for the kill. 14-12, and this time it is Blackfoot that wants the timeout. And again, we'll sneak in a break and be right back.
KACH.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Preston 2 points away from a tie. Blackfoot, it's going to be off the block and out of bounds, and Blackfoot will win set number 5, 15-12, and they will win the match 3-2, and Preston again goes 5 but can't push through, and they come up just short, losing the 5th, 15-12. Back with a wrap-up after this.
Tonight's game is brought to you by West Motors, celebrating their 75th year in the Cache Valley. Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meats and produce, and now preparing and selling sushi. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. Rounds & Associates Insurance Agency, an independent agency with many options for all of your insurance needs. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, for all the parts your car may need to keep running strong. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and the surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park region in Preston. Naylor Insurance, for home, health, life, and auto, the Mutual of Enumclaw. Preston Pharmacy, now with their own phone app to help make tracking your prescriptions easier. And by Cornerstone Realty. When you're ready to sell your home or purchase the home of your dreams, call Cornerstone Realty. They want to be your agents. Now, stay tuned for the postgame show coming right up.
Having your prescriptions refilled has never been easier. You can refill 24/7, set reminders, save medications, and access your account from the new My Community Pharmacy mobile app offered by Preston Drug. It's simple to use and it's simple to get. Log on to PrestonDrug.com and enter your mobile number. We'll send you the app. It's as simple as that. There are some things in life that have been made easier through technology. This is one of them. The app offered by Preston Drug is a quick and easy way to refill medications and promote a healthy lifestyle. Visit PrestonDrug.com.
If you think buying a car is hard, stressful, and it takes a long time, you haven't shopped at West Motor in Preston and Logan. We've got a large selection of quality new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Ford vehicles to choose from. Because we offer great pricing and the buying process is simple, we also have a large inventory of used vehicles to choose from. Buy your next vehicle from a dealership that has provided customers a stress-free, quick, and reliable buying process for decades. West Motor in Preston and Logan. Stop in today or visit us online at westmotorcompany.com.
West Motor Company.
It won't be long before we're putting away the patio barbecue equipment for the season. But before that happens, get in at least one more delicious barbecue featuring bone-in pork center-cut loin chops from Stokes Market in Preston. This week they're on sale for only $1.79 a pound. Pork chops, the perfect entree for a backyard barbecue. While you're at Stokes, grab a pot roast for only $3.49 a pound. You'll be glad you did. Save more with digital coupons from Stokes. Stop, enjoy, save at Stokes Market in Preston. Pork chops on the barbecue? What a great idea.
Across the FM airwaves, we're heard at 105.5. On the far-reaching AM dial, we're at 1340. And on the internet at mylocalradio.com. Wherever you find us, we are KACH, Preston, Smithfield.
This is the Preston Indians postgame show. Coming up, we'll recap tonight's game, take a look at the final stats, and a look at other games from around the area on the Ron Keller Tires scoreboard.
Welcome back here to Blackfoot as Preston, again, for the third time in the last 4 matches, loses another tough 5-set match as they won the first set here tonight 25-19. Then Blackfoot came back and won the second and third sets 25-21 and 25-23 before Preston could win the fourth 25-19. Set number 5 went all the way down, and it was finally Blackfoot able to win it, although Preston made a run there at the end as the Blackfoot Broncos able to win set number 5 tonight, 15-12, and Preston comes up just a little bit short once again in another tough 5-set match. Preston back in action this weekend in Idaho Falls at a tournament at Thunder Ridge High School. We'll tell you about that, plus football when we come back and wrap up tonight's broadcast right after this.
KACA.
More and more people are moving to the Preston area to live and retire. Since 1978, Ralph Construction's been building custom homes in the Blue Sage Park community, the only 55-year-old plus community in the city of Preston. Come see the downsized, no-hassle lifestyle that Blue Sage Park offers. Ralph Construction will build to your custom specifications, or you can choose one of their existing floor plans. They're just starting phase 2, so there's plenty of great lots still available. Ralph Construction. Call for more information, 435-232-1837. Lawn care and snow removal included. Blue Sage Park by Ralph Construction, 435-232-1837.
At Franklin County Medical Center, their goal is to get you back in the game, back to work, and back to your normal way of life. Franklin County Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation Center has a team of therapists who specialize in providing you an individualized treatment plan, helping you reach your goals, working with doctors from all over the region to make your recovery convenient and close to home. Call today so you can stop suffering and start healing. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and
KACH.
Well, coming up Friday night, we have football. The Preston Indians will be back here in Blackfoot to take on the Broncos on the football field. And Westside will be on the road as well, as they will be at Bear Lake. Our evening starts at 6:30 on Friday night with our pregame show as the Preston Indians take on the Broncos. That'll be followed in its entirety following the game, as we'll have a complete replay of the Westside game from Bear Lake coming up after the Westside game is over, or after the Preston game is over. If you'd like to listen to the Westside game live, you may do that on our website at mylocalradio.com. As far as Preston volleyball goes, they're in a tournament Friday and Saturday at Thunder Ridge High School, back up this way in Idaho Falls. Can't give you any game times for Saturday. Don't know them yet because it depends on the outcome of the matches that they're involved with on Friday. We're going to try to have at least one, if not two, matches for you coming up on Saturday, but we'll try to let you know exactly what happens and what times those will be as we go along. So until Friday, for our executive producer, Val Cook, our studio engineer tonight, John Beverly, I'm Dan Hubbard. Thanks for listening, as tonight here in Blackfoot, another tough 5-set loss for the Indians as they come up just short against the Blackfoot Broncos. Until later on, I'm Dan Hubbard. Thanks for listening and have a very pleasant good night.
Thank you for listening to the Preston Indians postgame show. This broadcast has been a production of Preston Broadcasting, LLC, and was intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Use of any portion of this production, its accounts or descriptions, in whole or in part, may not be used or rebroadcast without the express written permission of Preston Broadcasting, LLC.